Hello everybody and welcome to Game A Dayer. It is day 441 here on Game A Dayer. My name is Step and today it is a Sunday, which means it is a Sunday story time. And today we are going to be playing It Comes Around, a kinetic novel, which is different from a visual novel in some way. I'm going to have to look that up. If you know the difference, put it in the description down below and show me what a big shot you are. As seen in Singapore's Dojima, Glass of Water Studios is proud to present It Comes Around, born from a partnership between Glass of Water Studios as well as Afterthought Studios, Forgotten, Not Lost, and A More Beautiful World. A ritual to solve the mysterious death of a schoolmate goes horribly. I'm guessing that's wrong. Trapped the students and teachers of Sugimori Occult Club in a horrible game of cat and mouse. So, I'm not expecting that the English translation is going to be amazing, but we'll find out. This game has mixed reviews and is available on Steam for $3.29. So, if you want to check it out for your very self, you can absolutely do that. But first, why not join us while we play it? Alright, we're starting off... no music, just in silence. Well, let's start. In a sleepy district of Amakusa, there is a high school built over 100 years ago. The Sugimori Cedar Forest High School played host to many students throughout the years. From the beginning of Japan's massive developmental expansion to the tumultuous early 19th century, Sugimori High School endured the times of obscurity, blending into the quiet background of Kumamoto's picturesque prefecture. Which perhaps was also why the event of that fateful winter stunned the inhabitants of the peaceful district and indeed Japan. To this day, people still argue over what exactly happened on that ill-fated night. Was it the work of an angry deity, exacting bloody vengeance on teens who should have known better? Or the machinations of a student who had gone completely insane and was believed to have committed the horrendous massacre? The end was so unclear. The suspect student had disappeared soon after being found by the police. The victims' bodies had somehow vanished from the morgue before their autopsies. Such was the mystery behind the case. All that, despite how normally the evening had begun. Alright, I figured we'd get some music eventually. Alright, Amami, run this ceremony by me one more time. That's a little loud in my ears, just let me... Alright, sorry, that was just overpoweringly loud for me, so I had to turn it down a little bit. Include the duration of this ceremony, whatever necessary contingencies are needed, your methods, and whichever materials that will be used. Nakajima Taiki, aged 39. A well-loved senior teacher at Sugimori, many believed this devout Catholic is likely to become the next vice principal of the school in a few years. His firm beliefs and care for students landed him the task of looking after the occult club, ensuring their antics don't land them in trouble. Of course, sir. Amami Kumiko. This is a standard hide-and-seek spiritual contact game that is conducted pretty often. In this ceremony, we'll be using the entire school area, but our primary gathering point will be the club classroom. The second story's boys' bathroom will be our start point. We'll be making use of the doll, and nailing clippings from each of the participants will be placed in said doll to signify the participants of the game. Yeah, this doesn't sound like it'll in any way go bad. Sounds like the proposal sent to me thus far. Carry on, Ani. So, we'll first need to declare the doll the it of the game, before taking turns in being found and catching this doll. Once the ceremony ends, we will spray it with salt water to complete the ritual. Amami Kumiko, aged 18. The president of the Sugimari Occult Club, Kumiko lived a life in the shadow of many others. Second in school since elementary school, second to her younger sister, who is considered a better potter artisan of the family. To escape the shadow, she went in search of the occult, becoming known in her school as a skilled medium on the way to prefectural and national fame. This is bizarre. Ah, yes, the salt water. You requested the holy water from the church, correct, Fujiwara? Yes, sir. Holy water from the Catholic faith is commonly preserved in salts and blessed, correct? This would serve well as purified salt water in much the same way as those from Shinto sects. Interesting. I apologize for the short notice, however. There wasn't enough time for me to procure a new batch of purifying salts. It's no issue, Fujiwara. In fact, I commend you on your impressive knowledge of my faith. Yes, it's interesting that in Catholicism, it's not the water that's holy, it's the salts that are blessed. Now, Amame. The contingencies. In the event that something goes wrong, the best option for us would be to group together. Splitting up is not an option at that point. Fujiwara Masahiro, aged 18. Where Kumiko chose prominence as the club's president, Masahiro chose the background. The son of a failed priest who had killed himself after being discovered as a fraud, Masahiro worked tirelessly to bury his past, shying away from the limelight as much as possible. His supernatural sense, however, unlike those of his father, appeared genuine and caught the attention of the school's occult club president. He was thus brought into the club by Kumiko and became her right-hand man. Is there something wrong, Fujiwara? Well, sir, absolutely nothing is wrong, sir. Masahiro just had something bad for lunch. I told you the mapo tofu today was bad. Are you sure you're all right, Fujiwara? Yes, sir. Could I talk to Masahiro for a second? I'll get into the classroom to check on the other members first. Make it quick, Amami. I don't have all day. Thank you, sir. Kumiko, this doesn't sound like... Shush, Masahiro. We didn't go through all this trouble just to stop now. But, Kumiko, what you just said, and what you showed me that day was completely up. You want to list everything to him in detail? If I did that, we'd be here all night. Geez, Masahiro, could you just trust me on this? I'm your club president. I know what I'm doing. Sakamoto Asuka. Is everything alright? Mr. Nakajima seemed a bit... What's going on here? Nothing at all, Asuka. Right, Masahiro? I do trust you, Kumiko. It's just that I've got a bad feeling about this. Cue the Wookiee. Just lighten up, Masahiro. You get bad feelings over all sorts of things. We'd better get inside before Mr. Nakajima bursts a blood vessel. Hurry up, guys! Well, is everything settled? Yes, sir. Alright. I'm sure the lot of you know very well by now that I'm only tolerating these rituals of yours because they're part of your club activities and nothing more. Thank you very much, Mr. Nakajima. Alright. I'll be marking examination papers here then. If there's any issue, you all know where to find me. Yes, sir. What happened earlier? Sakamoto Asuka, age 18. The flower of the school, Asuka was once considered a rather plain and overweight girl who had been bullied heavily before her growth spurt that turned her into the beauty that she was. As the only one to stay true to her out of gratitude, Asuka follows Masahiro in any endeavor, even if it were to do with her least favorite topic, the occult. Nothing much. So, the preparations have been completed. Is everyone ready? Any last-minute adjustments? Since no one can use the classrooms once we start, whoever who needs it, use it now. Sorry, restrooms. Ah. No one? Not even you, Asuka? Really? How are things on your end, Masahiro? Yes, Kumiko. You've asked me 5 times since before we spoke to Mr. Nakajima. Don't you think that's enough? Yeah, well, we can never be too careful, right? I mean, remember that time when we tried the seance in our second year? Right, Mr. Nakajima and I had to exorcise Asuka before bringing her to a church to ensure that she was fine. So, it sounds like they're really expecting to, have occult presences. In this world, it doesn't seem like it's just fanciful fun and games. Nothing's gonna go wrong. It is precisely because of that incident that these precautionary checks are happening now. Well, you suggest that we conduct the seance. I guess that's why Mr. Nakajima made you write a proposal with your precautions and risk each time you wanted a ritual. You? Whatever this is, can we please get started? My parents want me home by 9 p.m. I'm sorry about that, Sayuri, and Kumiko as well, for bringing up the past. It's fine, Masahiro. It was really my fault back then. Ino Kenta. You know, the friendliness and these mushy moments are great and all, but can we get on with it? Speaking of which, why are we even doing this? We all know how dangerous this hide-and-seek can be. Can't you just do something simpler like a seance again? Besides, if we got you-know-who to possess Asuka, since she is very possessible after all, we'd probably have an easy time finding out what we want. Also, putting Asuka through that again? Well... Sorry, I'm having trouble following the names. Well, what did you expect? It is Kenta we're talking about. You... Ino Kenta. Kenta, age 18. Crazy, intensely lazy, lackadaisical, exceedingly dim. Just a few words used to describe who was basically an illegitimate son born of a lower house politician's affair. Aha! Showered with monetary gifts in exchange for silence, Kenta's family was never in want for anything save an actual family. Lacking a proper home, Kenta grew obsessed with companionship, driving most away from himself, save for the school's occult club. That's enough, Kenta. But... Kenta, let it go. Fine, I'm sorry. That settles that. Now, stop being petty, Kenta. It wouldn't kill you to lighten up once in a while, right? Besides, what have we to fear when we have the two best supernatural students and a teacher who is practically a priest? Also, you don't see Asuka freaking out, do you? And she's the one who had it the worst out of all of us. Nakamura Sayuri, age 18. Everybody's 18. Convenient. In a group of less than normal people, Sayuri stands out. Born to a normal middle-class family, the young lady soon found her perfectly normal life bland. Seeking thrills, she sought the attention of males by dressing provocatively and tried alcohol, but found no fulfillment. But at the start of her second year in Sugimori, she took a look at the club recruitment booths. Instantly struck by the grace and passion of one Kumiko, she signed up and never looked back. Sakamoto Asuka. Kenta does have a point, though. Why would we want to summon Arisa? We do know that she committed suicide last week. Don't you think it's a bit weird that someone like Arisa would have just done what she did? No suicide note, no relationship problems, and no behavior that would suggest she would commit suicide. We all knew her. She would never have done that. Something is fishy, and we should find out, even if the police won't. Masahiro, what do you think? We should be perfectly safe as long as we follow the rules and stick to our timings. Relax, Asuka. If anything happens, we'll be ready to help each other anyway, right? You're right, Masahiro. Thanks. However, this ritual not only places us all in considerable danger, but it does not permit any questioning of Arisa. Well, we've already tried conducting a seance 2 days ago, and the Kokuri-san method yesterday. There's no other choices left, is there? That makes sense. Let's get started then. We need to fill up this doll with rice first, right? But before that, we need to remove all the cotton from the doll. Alright, I get it. Slitting the doll open is already creeping me out. Body, arms, legs, head. Okay, all the cotton has been removed from this blasted doll. Next? Pass it here, Please pour some rice, Sayuri. Now, for our fingernails. Right there in. Ugh. So I'll sew up the hole in this doll. Nicely done, Asuka. Now, tie up the doll, and done. Guys, remember to keep to the rules of this ritual. I'm sure they'll remember. Yes, Kumiko. Preparations have been complete. Switching off the lights now. The doors are all unlocked, yes? Is the bathtub in place? Yes. Good. We're ready, sir. Time is now 7:30 p.m. You may begin. This is just so weird. Be safe, everyone, and remember, I'll be waiting here, so call me if you need me. Right, sir. Remember, everyone, do not ever shout or make any loud noises. And if you find the doll, don't forget to finish the ritual according to the manual. If you can't remember the rules, we all have a copy on our phones. Alright, let's go set the doll in place. Masahiro? And we can get down to solving Arisa's case. Alright, we're here. Remember that this start point is our main meeting point in 1 hour. The second floor, boys' toilet. Hold up, no one said you girls would be going into our toilet. Oh, don't be so shocked, Kenta. It's not like we see anything of you or Masahiro in there. And it's not like you have anything I'd like to see as well. What's that supposed to mean? Ignore her, Asuka. Sayuri's just being a tease. Let's just name the first it, okay? As we agreed, Kenta will be the first it. Remember, all conversation after the game has started will be by text. Let's just get this over with. Fine. Okay. Arisa Inokenta is the first it. Inokenta is the first it. Inokenta is the first it. Okay. Alright. Kenta, stay here. Close your eyes and count to 10. Stab the doll, call her it, and get to hiding. The rest of us will go into hiding first, and Masahiro will start asking it questions when he becomes it. Oh, okay. God, this is so weird. I know what to do, Kumiko. Jeez. Calm down, Kenta. Getting angry now will only put us in more danger than is necessary. Dangerous activities like this at a school. Yeah, right. Arisa's set. Let me get to my counting. Good luck, Kenta. Thanks. The little group of students spread out throughout the school, complex as was needed by the ritual rules. Part of them regretted using the school as a ritual grounds, risking other students to exposure on the rather large grounds. Yeah, shouldn't this be done in like a private home? Wait, let me think. Probably these were the resources that the production company could flip, like the backgrounds and stuff. Yet, they all knew that their respective one-room rental apartments would have never fit all of them, and their teachers' numerous religious artifacts would have most certainly interfered with the ceremony. Okay, fair enough. Not to say that Nakajima Taiki would have ever let the student set foot into his home and risk his own family, to say the least. So it was that the occult club members of Sugimari High School would find themselves in the thick of things just before the game even began. Oh shit. Guys, big problem. What? Already? I thought you said you knew what to do. Should I call Mr. Nakajima? Don't think we need to call him, but how do I put this? Oh, for goodness sake, just spit it out. I think Arissa just locked herself in the bathroom. That is impossible. She's tied up and shouldn't even start moving until she becomes the it. Kenta? You were checking the second floor to ensure that everything is unlocked, right? Did you really make sure to unlock everything? And our toilets are twist knob styled. If you press the lock stub on the inside of the toilet, you could still pull the door closed and lock yourself out. You forgot about that, didn't you, Kenta? Kenta, you idiot. Hey, don't go blaming me. I made sure the doors were all unlocked, I'm sure. Shut up. If Kumiko says you messed up, you did mess up. Enough. Just get to Mr. Nakajima and get the toilet keys quickly, Kenta. I'll meet you at the toilet. Isn't that dangerous, Masahiro? Why can't you just let Ino go by himself? Even though it's unlikely for Ino to make such a mistake, I'll be there to ensure nothing happens. Besides, I have some purified salts if need be. Hey, don't talk as though I'm not here. Just go, Ino. Fine, fine. Alright, the three of us girls should get to our hiding spots. Leave it to the boys. Ino, has something happened? Why are you waving your arms like that? Kenta palmed a hand to his face and whipped out his mobile phone. I can't speak. We started the ritual already, but I locked myself out of the doll room. So this is all text-based. We need to borrow the toilet key to continue the ritual. Why, I am not surprised that you would make such a mistake in these complicated rituals. Just take the key and hurry up. You'll all only have 55 minutes left. Your phone, you know. Kenta, are you sure the door is locked? Of course I am, Fujiwara. Why are you even asking me this? What is it now, Masahiro? The door was unlocked when I got there, and the doll was gone from the tub. Don't go shitting with me, smartass. I'm not kidding. We've got to find her quickly now, Kenta. Get Mr. Nakajima to help us since you're there. The longer this continues, the worse it'll get for all of us. Let's go, Ino. Talk to me, Fujiwara. What's the situation and how do we remedy this mess? According to the ritual rules, Kenta would have to first find the doll and tag it. Following this, the doll would now be it, and will have to find us. For us to end the ritual, we would have to catch the doll for the last time after it had found all of us. Any means to shorten that ritual, and what are the consequences? If we find the doll now, and have all participants conduct the ending ritual, we should be able to end this game immediately. We'll all risk falling a bit sick for the next few days, however. How about simply walking out? Most people who fail to end the ritual end up not being heard from ever again. They just disappear. And this is the kind of thing that you do as part of a school club. This is tasking my suspension of disbelief. Like, hard. For those who are still around, they fall sick badly. That sounds a lot riskier than what was initially stated by Miss Amami Fujiwara. But sir, Kumiko ran the proposal by me before it was passed to you. It clearly stated all the risks and possible injuries that could occur. Kumiko even told me after class the proposal had been approved. Kumiko? What's going on? Well, you see, clearly Miss Amami has quite a bit to account for. However, given that we are in this situation now, I'm calling an end to this ritual immediately. All club members are to spread out and search for this doll immediately. Upon locating the doll, send a text message and we will all converge on the club classroom to end this charade. But sir, wouldn't it be possible that Fujiwara took the doll? Are you insinuating that Mr. Fujiwara is as shallow and childish as you are, Ino? As it stands, I am more inclined to believe that you, the chronic miscreant of the school, is responsible for taking this doll thing with you to scare your fellow classmates. As a matter of fact, turn out your pockets. Sir, now you know. What's this tune playing? I thought everyone had their phones set to silent. You can't find me. You shan't catch me. You'll play this game with me forever, won't you? Now is not a time for games. Stop acting like middle schoolers and start acting your age. Sir? This number just got into our chat group. It doesn't belong to any of us. I don't get it. Why can't we see the new number? Who is this person? Guys, this tune sounds an awful lot like Arissa's favorite ringtone. Shit, she's really here? This is just someone trying to pull a prank. Everyone remain calm and find that doll. And you, Ino, you still need to show me your pockets. Ah, this just won't do. Hide and seek is a quiet game. Who could it be, making such a racket? Behind you, sir. Ino, now! Where's the fun? If you make so much noise for me to find you. Sir, found you. There's nothing behind me, Ino, so stop stalling and... Whoa, get me out of here! What? Ino, get back here. Behind me? But there's no one there. That boy. When I get my hands on him, he will never see the end of detention till the end of his semester. Mr. Nakajima, what happened? We heard screaming. I'm scared. Same, I really want to end this right now. We've got other things to worry about. Some idiot just broke the rules of the game. That idiot, Ino, just screamed and ran after trying to pull a fast one on me by saying something was behind me. He's probably has the doll. Just start making your way back to the club classroom and I'll be back shortly with that buffoon. What makes you think he'll be back? He broke the rules, so he must be punished for being a naughty boy. So now, he's not the it anymore. Well, then who is? I am. Now you listen here, Ino. Stop playing around and get back to the classroom. If I have to catch you, it'll be expulsion instead of detention this time for your incessant tomfoolery. I am not Kenta. But if you insist, why don't you join the game? I am it, though, so looking for me is breaking the rules. Oh, I will find you, Ino. And when I do, you are going to be in a world of hurt. Then find me if you can. Sir, that sounds like a really bad idea. Amami, call the police. This has gone far enough. Sir, we can't speak right now. For goodness sakes, I'll do it. Just concentrate on Kenta, sir. I'll make the call. At least one of you has some sense. Stop, Masahiro. It's too dangerous. Please don't do it, Masahiro. Look, Miss Club President, the entire ritual has already gone sideways. I've got to settle this as soon as possible, considering that we might have some psycho running around while hacking into our chat. How rude. I'm not a psycho, Masahiro. You hurt my delicate heart. Was all that time we spent together as friends that meaningless to you? What about the time I confessed to you under the sakura tree in the summer? Or when I baked you those chocolate cookies on Valentine's Day? Masahiro, what is this person talking about? How did you... That confession happened after school, and I was sure that area was empty. I was the one confessing after all, Masahiro. Although the rejection stung, the friendship offer was nice. So I'll be nice for a change. For our friendship, I'll let you call the police. Aren't I a nice girl, Masahiro? For goodness sake, stop wasting time with this idiot, Fujiwara, and call the police. Yes, sir. And yes, you are a nice girl, Arisa. Thank you. Ah, I can feel the heartfelt words from Masahiro in this text. You're welcome, my dear. Okay, this is getting really creepy now. Can you just hurry up and call the cops now, Masahiro? I'm just down the corridor from the club room now. Is anyone else reaching yet? The corridor is so dark. I'm scared. Tisk tisk, Asuka. You should never say where you are. But you are safe for now, since I have better things to deal with right now. Like a certain club president. Wait, what? Alright, the cops say they'll be here in 10 minutes. Wait, Kumiko? Kya! I'm not gonna scream. Kumiko! Amami! It sounded close to me. I'll go find her. No, wait, it could be a trap. Fujiwara? Fujiwara! Damn it! Sakamoto and Nakamura. Find each other and stick together. No matter what, do not split up again. Then try to meet up with Fujiwara and myself at the school gates. Am I clear? Yes, sir. Kumiko? Kumiko, where are you? Come on, Fujiwara, talk to me. Where are you? Oh, we can't have that now. Giving your position away is cheating. You wouldn't want to risk poor little Kumiko for this, right, Masahiro? What did she ever do to deserve this, Arisa? I thought both of you were close friends. Stop goading Ino into more of his sick roleplay, Fujiwara. Whatever makes you think I am angry with Kumiko, Masahiro? We are best friends. I just want her to be with me. Is that so wrong? That won't happen, Arisa. You might see her again, probably someday. But now you have no right. Leave the living in the realm of life, the dead to theirs. No right? I have every right. I know the suffering that Kumiko went through more than anyone else does. She told me everything. Even so, it does not give you any right to take her. Tell me why you really want her, Arisa. You really know me well, Masahiro, don't you? Answer the question, Arisa. Because Amami Kumiko is a joke. Excuse me? Shut up, you useless piece of homosexual waste. Dude. Hey! Kumiko always complains about being second plate. How she's second to you in academics. How she is always second to Asuka in the violin. How she is always never able to match up with her little sister in the family pottery business. It sickens me. What's so wrong about second place? For a person who'd never been more than just slightly above average, second place is a dream. Urisa, calm down. I'm not done. She always puts us down. Us, her friends. I was her friend, but she would never even treat me like a human, even after what she had gone through. That disgusting filth. I'm going to do her a favor. If she hates being second so much, I'll just make her happy by making her the first to go in your occult club. Arisa, no, don't do it, please. A sound clip is sent to the group chat. Fujiwara Masahiro plays it as softly as possible, with trepidation on his face. Too late to change things now, Masahiro. Kumiko was always drowning herself in her insecurities. So now she can drown in her hubris. Fujiwara Masahiro has a look of realization. Hubris, one's extreme pride that oftentimes would be the cause of one's downfall. Amami Kumiko may have always been in the shadow of the others in many things, but the occult was the topic in which no one could ever beat her. It was the source of her pride, and one thing that she was best at. But what did this clue mean? It sounded like Kumiko was drowning, but there was no pool in Sugimori High School, so there was no horror story to be fulfilled in such a manner. The toilet? But those were behind him, and it was highly unlikely someone could have snuck past carrying a limp 18-year-old to choke in a sink or toilet bowl. But then again, the gagging sounded dry and unmuffled. So it was unlikely Kumiko was being drowned with some kind of solid object, but that would leave the next likely candidate as poison or gas. The science lab. Tick-tock, tick-tock. Oh, Kumiko, we'll be together soon. Masahiro crept toward the science lab, now relatively certain that Kumiko would be there. The silence of the corridor did little to calm his nerves, seeming to press down into him from all sides, amplifying the sound of his pounding heart. Clouds had obscured the beautiful full moon that had been out just an hour ago, casting the passageway into near pitch-black darkness. The shadows appeared to rise up toward him, whispering to him omens of failure as the door to the first lab came into view. Reaching out to grab the handle to slide the door to the sliding door handle, Masahiro hesitated. What if the ghost or psycho was waiting for him? What if this was all just his imagination? What if his mobile phone was vibrating again? Masahiro glanced down at the phone and froze. Kumiko can't wait forever, you know, Masahiro. Cursing under his breath and bracing himself, Masahiro steeled himself and pulled on the sliding door as quietly as possible, wincing as the panel squeaked open inch by inch, tensing to fight or flee if he had so much as spotted any sign of the doll or possible psycho. And then Masahiro saw it in the darkness, a pair of white, school shoes. It was Amami Kumiko, who looked horribly pale, with her eyes open and glassy, staring blankly up at the ceiling. Where still, Masahiro noticed that the girl's chest wasn't moving or giving any indication of breathing. I thought her eyes were supposed to be open. Oh no! Masahiro winced as an incredibly caustic smell hit him like a speeding car. Formaldehyde, a very commonly used preservative for organic material both in science and in the occult, Amami Kumiko was well known in school for collecting a number of uncommon or rare items related to the occult. From double-headed newts to albino salamanders, Kumiko favored the use of formaldehyde heavily to preserve these strange specimens for display. With her queer taste in what to collect, Kumiko most certainly knew how to procure, handle, and even make the potentially dangerous compound. It was a piece of irony that Kumiko would be murdered by the one fluid that she worked with better than anyone else. Doesn't she look so peaceful, Masahiro? How could you do this? What's going on? Where are you, Fujiwara? Would you like to join her? Masahiro could have sworn his heart stopped and all the breath in his lungs had left him. That look on your face right now. I wish I could preserve it forever. And I think that's where we're going to end here today. I know this wasn't terribly satisfying a conclusion, but this game is just weirding me out and honestly not really holding my interest. I don't know. If you want to see more, then all you have to do is leave me a comment. Let me know that you would like to see more. Give this video some love if you enjoyed it. And remember, the first video on this channel to get 100 likes will get that game a full playthrough as a bonus video for the channel. So if you do want to see It Comes Around in its entirety, then just give this video the old thumbs up and have your family, friends, pets, and loved ones all do the same. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, and when you do, don't forget to hit that dingy bell because that will let you know when I upload new videos, which I do every single day. My name is Step. We have been playing It Comes Around here today on Game a Dare. Thanks so much for joining me, and please come back tomorrow when we'll be playing something for Mobile Monday. Thanks, everybody.